Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
It's the Raw Brilliance podcast.
Yeah.
Pop culture.
We back for another one, man.
This motherfucker. Oh, behave.
Yes, indeed. And we got another special guest off in here, man. But before we do the introductions, I'm gonna start off with a little track, man. You already know how we get down. It's the introduction before the introduction. So I want y'all to check this out, and we're gonna get right into some things. Let You Down.
Ain't the same ever since you ain't around. I swear I came way too far to let you down. I swear you left me in that water out to drown. Ain't been the same ever since you ain't around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ain't been the same ever since you ain't around. I swear I came way too far to let you down. I swear you left me in that water out to drown. Ain't been the same ever since you ain't around. I swear I came way too far to let you down. I swear you left me in that water. We gon' pull up with them chopsticks. It's a mosh pit. I see them niggas switching sides. No, we don't do that op shit. I see these pussy niggas hating. We the trending topic. I got your shawty out here choosing. She say I'm her top pick. Baby, won't you come and roll with me? Don't pass me no swisher, baby. I can't smoke no sweet. You be smoking Reginald, so you can't smoke with me. That boy on that bro shit, he just tryna smoke for free.
Okay.
You know I'm a slide. Is you down the ride? Need a bad bitch on my side. Know that it's a fight, baby. Tell me what you like. Only got one night. All the socks all on my body. Got a drip and slip and slide. It's the drink all in my Sprite.
Okay.
Got me fitted, got me feeling lit tonight. They thought I would quit, but now I'm back on overtime. Tell the shorty throw that ass back up on rewind. I swear you been all on my mind.
Oh yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna have that one. That one going in the playlist, man. That one going in the playlist.
Appreciate it, my guy.
That one for sure going in the playlist, man. We back, man. Round of applause for the boy. This right here is Jidé.
Jidé.
That makes sense. Cause the E was, you know what I mean? I got you, Jidé.
That's tough.
That right there was him right there on the vocals. So when I first got a piece of like some of his cover art and stuff, I thought, you know, this shit was gonna be like hip hop and shit. Then I clicked on one of the things and it was some serenading music coming out. I was like, what's going on here, man? What's going on? It's a new age R&B off in this thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But what's going on with you, my brother?
Chilling, man. Happy to be here. Appreciate you having me.
For sure, man.
Yeah, man. It's Jidé. Basically, I'm from Houston. You know what I mean?
H-Town in the building. Stand up.
Sure. Yes, sir. And that's Let You Down that y'all just heard. It's actually the first song I put out this year. So I'm really trying to push that one heavy though. So I'm really fucking with the feedback. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Definitely. And yeah, that's the vibe we coming with, man. It's really a mix of like, I like singing. You know, if you listen to my music, I have a lot of like rap shit, but I like singing, you know what I mean? Like I like to make chill music. Like I'm a chill person. My music is really just me, like on a track. You know what I mean?
All right, for sure. So what got you into the music though, bro?
That's a good question.
Huh?
Nah, really, I've honestly been doing it for a while. Like I grew up in Nigeria. I lived in like Africa where I was born and raised.
Okay.
And I always been into music. Like I remember like my earliest memory, honestly, is like I used to have, my mom had this like cassette player and she had like her like gospel tapes on it, like actual cassette tapes.
Right.
And it had like a mic built in so you could like record into it.
Right.
And I probably was like no more than like 5, you know what I mean? And I was like hitting record on it and I would just start like doing random stuff like over
I definitely
gospel
remember
tapes.
those.
So like literally you play it and it goes from like gospel music all of a sudden cut and it's like,
right.
You know what I mean? So he used to be all upset about that, but that's really like my early music memory. But I used to produce, like in high school, I was more like producing, trying to make beats for like other artists. I used to, just like send beats to artists. I worked with a couple artists like in high school, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I didn't even take it serious then though.
You still doing beats now?
Nah, I do, but not really. Honestly, I try to focus more on the music. I really don't produce very much like that. I might like, if I'm in the studio with somebody, I might like add in some stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
I really don't spend time like making beats from scratch and nothing like that no more now.
Okay. So how did you know you could sing You were in choir or something in
I
church?
did sing. My mom definitely had me singing in
Did you
choir.
sing?
Yeah, like
Yeah, man. That's
growing
every
up.
black mom
Facts.
be trying to find out if you got them pipes. I
Nah,
went
for
through
real.
it, bro. I was
Nah,
raised in the church myself, my boy. I know
facts.
how it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in the choir, and then by the time I got to high school, boy, my voice started getting deeper and cracking. I was like, that's sort of a rap. That's done.
You probably still can. I feel like people who always like if you were ever like singing actively or at least a little bit, you can. You know what I mean? Like if you tried.
Like I was talking to an artist on the podcast not long ago, AJ Bray or whatever, and he was telling
That's
me
the
that
homie.
you can learn how to sing it.
You
You know what I
can.
mean? Again, so I don't know. I might have to dust off the old windpipes. You know what I mean? And go ahead and
That's
hit
all
a
it
chord or
takes.
two.
That's all it takes.
Shit,
It's literally like playing a sport. It's like a muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like the
yeah.
more you use it, AJ is exactly right. The more you use it, like you can like learn how to sing better and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
'Cause I wasn't a singer. I still can't sing. You know what I mean? In comparison to like real singers, but
Right.
where I am today is definitely like looking back at where I first was trying to sing is
Right.
different.
Right.
Yeah. So you can keep it
Well,
up.
on the track, it sounds good on the track. So you definitely can sing
I
far
appreciate it.
more superior than most cats out here. You
I
know what I
appreciate
mean?
it.
So, but you went to Tech State, right?
Sure. San Marcos.
You what was your major there?
I was a bio major, bro. I was
A
literally
bio major?
biology,
God
yeah,
damn, bro.
yeah,
I
science and
respect
shit.
it.
It's the African in me, man. The parents was trying to have me like, you know what I'm saying? You grow up like
Right,
kind of
right.
in that atmosphere, and like it's always a certain like you probably heard this a lot, like you know what I'm saying, just like the usual things that African parents kind of want you to get into.
Right.
So I was a biology major, biochem minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Are you not even gonna try and use that shit though?
Nah,
You go
nah.
right into the
Basically,
music?
like how I got into music was really like honestly right about the time I was about to graduate from college. Like I had probably got through college. Hopefully my mom don't see this, but I was like literally like at a certain point in a bio degree, it gets kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like I
Right,
went
for
from
sure.
taking like general biology and general chemistry, especially on the chemistry side. I'm like, this stuff is cool, but then you get into like all types of stuff. And at the time I had just bought studio equipment. I'm taking OChem too. I'm like, bro, I'm cheating my way through everything. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
Like
right.
is what it comes down to. So I'm like, I don't even want to do another 4 years of this. Like that's not even me.
He said he cheated his way through everything.
No, for real.
That's real shit though, bro.
Yeah.
I copied and paste so much shit, bro. I don't even remember studying that much in college. But shit, you got through that shit though,
Had to.
and now you're on to the music, my boy. So what has been the experience like trying to break into this shit? Like in this time of age when the world is changing so fast right now, things are not the same. We hitting another economic shift, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So how are things coming now trying to break out through a pandemic time almost, you know?
It's interesting. I mean, it's a great question because it's difficult. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right.
it's definitely difficult based on sort of how stuff is. But I feel like as an artist, you just gotta. I was in a space where it was like I was trying to get to a certain point, and like it depends on what you define success as an artist. You know what I mean? Like, you
Right.
can want to blow up and have millions of dollars off the music, or you can just be happy with like an audience of people who listen to your shit and fuck with it. You know
Big
what I'm saying?
facts,
Like,
big facts.
so it really just depends on your perspective on it. But I feel like trying to make it right now or like trying to like be successful and like get, you know what I'm saying, like you want to grow at the end of the day, right? So achieving that is like it's definitely difficult, but I feel like it just comes with it, you know what I mean? It's like for me personally, I feel like that shit damn near like took away like my passion for like music, you know, because once you come in, it's like, oh, I like music and like this and the third. But once you actually try to like get into the business, you're like, oh, like this
It's
is
a whole
like
nother side to
right,
this
like what the
beast, you
fuck
know
is
what I
all
mean?
this?
It ain't
Right,
just
yeah.
all fun and
Right,
games.
right. It's not about dropping music and then you know what I mean. So it's like it's a lot to it,
And it's a lot harder these days too, because there's so many more artists that come out all the time.
but I feel like nowadays it's also there is, but it's also like an even playing field. Like everybody kind of has equal opportunity to
But
like
that make it harder to be seen though, because when it playing field is even, say like we take like the 80s and 90s and shit like that, even the early 2000s.
yeah.
You had to pretty much go through like a boot camp in a certain ways to get to the majors.
Facts.
You got to go through, you know what I mean, the groundswell, trying to build up, going and doing shows for free in places that you ain't hear about. Then you meet somebody that could put you on with maybe like some type of manager or promoter that could get you on the radio or with the right producers.
It was definitely
like
more
that.
of a formula back then.
It was more of a format, but it weaved out who really wanted to do this shit and who was just trying to get clout, you know, real fast, that instant gratification almost. Like today, you could get instant gratification, but you're losing a lot of the lessons along the way of actually when you get there, you know what to do when you get there, you know what I mean?
100%.
But
100%.
It's definitely give or take though, man. I'm always fascinated with, you know, how artists are trying to navigate through all this shit these days.
It's interesting because I feel
wild.
like one thing I always wanted to do was like pay attention to how people do it. Like I follow like all my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of ways to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm not gonna say that I have it figured out, you know what I mean? But it's like I just see what people do and it's like
right.
There's ways to get it done, you know what I mean? I feel like it just kind of comes with just having the passion for it and wanting to kind of, you know, just stick through it damn near.
Like speaking of your favorite artists, who were the artists that you were growing up to listening to, especially coming from H-Town, man?
Yeah.
I gotta have
the thing is I'm from Nigeria, so I claim Houston because Houston is where I've lived in, it's where my family lives, you know what I mean? But I was born in Nigeria. I lived like till I was 12 in Nigeria.
Gotcha. That's
so I speak the language
though.
and everything. So I mean, I like a lot of different type of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hip hop wise, I mean, I make like rap and like R&B type music. It's definitely been a wide variety. Drake, obviously, like Travis, and like Don. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of. I really like music where I feel like people are bringing something new to it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like everything's damn near been done. You know, in a way. So it's like I always definitely just like to just hear something different, you know what I'm saying? Like something that's like.
Do you get into like the sounds of your native country, I guess you could say, because it's popping over there, bro.
It is. Afrobeat.
They got a lot of artists coming out of there that I love, bro. That's really like
100%
blazing shit right now.
That's a great question. This is like exclusive. I definitely want to tap into like the Afro beats. To date, I haven't done no like Afrobeat music, you know what I mean? So I've been like rap, R&B. But I mean, like I said, I'm from there. Like I speak the language. Like you know what I mean. Like I literally.
Man, you got to incorporate. Right.
So it's
shit,
like
bro.
I definitely like as an artist, I feel like I'm growing and like even like figuring out what I do want to make and like that kind of stuff. Like you go through like this phase of like just kind of making music that's like about whatever. But now I want to make my music a little bit more like really me. You know what I mean? Because there's no real like get rich scheme or nothing like that. It's really just kind of like just me. You know what I'm saying? So. I definitely want to tap into that. And I got some music coming though, definitely on that.
Man, for sure. It's blazing over there though. Over there in the Caribbean popping too though. It's like a lot of always wanted to bring like a dance hall to Austin or something like that. I don't know how per se, but I know it's a lot of African and Caribbean influence down here. But you just don't see it as much, you know what I mean, in this city, especially not as much as you do see in Houston, though, or even in San Antonio, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, that should be a dope look, though, man. Like, definitely tap into that.
I feel like, there isn't really a huge Nigerian or African population in Austin. There is some, definitely starting
to. It's not huge, I wouldn't say that.
But it's definitely like worldwide, I feel like globally it's becoming a thing, you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's only right that I like at least try to tap into it. You know what I mean?
For sure. Like not Nigerian per se, but I know Ethiopian, they got a nice population. Eritrea has a nice.
It's a lot of different, it's a lot of different
like
countries.
here and in Cameroon as well too. Cameroon, my homeboy that was just here,
I know a lot of Cameroonians out here.
Like half this shop or whatever be friend with Cameroon people. Like, that's what.
Shout out LV, man.
I'm around that all day long, bro. But yeah, bro. It's a beautiful culture over there, man. Like, I'm trying to go over there. Like, I've been over to the continent a couple times, but I want to go, like, actually with people that I know to go, like, experience, like, the real shit. You know? Like, it was fun where I went doing the tourist shit, but it didn't feel, you know, like the same. I was amazed, though, just getting out that bitch and, like, everybody look like you, bro. Like in everything.
It is kind of wild.
It's a whole
I'm not gonna lie.
Feeling,
it's definitely like different.
It's a whole different feeling.
I tell people this all the time. Like for me, like when I came out here, like I saw like you probably like growing up until from 0 to 12, like literally it was like I might have seen like no offense to anybody, like 2 white people my whole life. You know what I'm saying? It was like a very like memorable kind of thing, you know what I mean? And then I got out here and I was like, I've seen TV. I don't know why, but it was like seeing like Asians and like Hispanic people. Like I was like, oh fuck. Like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, it's like it's really like a lot of like different type of people out here. You know what I mean?
Like I try to I don't know. I like to meet and talk to like different people in different backgrounds and stuff like that, especially from different countries.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like very curious person, like by nature. So it's like I always used to just dive into just all the different stories that I could get about going overseas before I started traveling on my own, you know what I'm saying? But it's nothing like when you step off that plane and you experience that. It's like when my grandma and my grandpa and all my great uncles and aunts used to tell me about when they lived in all Black communities, like they didn't see a white person for days and months at a time, sometimes like in the deep South and shit like that, in their parts or whatever.
Yeah.
The doctors were Black, the teachers were Black, everything is Black. We never really experienced that in our generation, you know, especially in the country, and everything is immigrated, you know, and which is fine. Like I ain't tripping on that, but it's just a different feeling when you step off the plane. It's like, God damn, bro, the baggage lady Black, like the check air can, like everybody.
Literally.
It's like, bro, that shit was an amazing feeling, dog. I like was instantly feel like with like a bunch of pride, like you know, like I'm home, you know what I mean?
It makes sense though. It makes sense. I've never thought about it like that. You know what I mean? And it definitely like that's real.
It's something that a lot of Americans, Black Americans, are missing though. Like that sense, like it's like our center. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like we like.
No, I hear that a lot. I have a lot of like African American friends that I understand. You know what I mean? And it's like you kind of. You don't know exactly, but you
don't know, but it's like we not connected with our past that much, only with the negative stuff that they teach us, which is a lie. Like we know that now, but coming up in school and learning about different people and all that, it kind of almost make you feel bad about being Black almost, you know what I mean?
No,
but then when you find out the truth, it's like a new awakening. And then when you go to somewhere like that, to a Nigeria or Cameroon or wherever, and you step out and you just see a ocean of Black beautiness, you know what I mean? Like,
no, for sure.
It's a whole different feeling, a whole different type of vibe that we just can't really get over here, you know what I mean? So, but you definitely gotta tie like your roots into your music, though. I think it'll like bring you out. And I just think that wave Afro beats, I feel like it's gonna be like
I've always experimented with it. Like I've experimented with it as far back as I've ever made music, you know, but I've never put it out because that's not been my like primary kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I feel like why not?
It's a sexy, like if you a singer as well though, and you doing it like that, like that's a good look, bro. I feel like it'll hit more of a worldwide type of feel, but I ain't saying stop doing your thing. Like keep doing what you're doing. I'm just saying, like
I'm definitely trying to honestly, I'm trying to put more of my style and like make it more me. So it's really gonna be a blend, you know what I mean? Because already it's like just singing. That's like, you know what I mean? It's really just gonna be beat selection and just trying to use, you know what I mean?
That's pretty much what I was getting at. Like your own style, it would have to have your roots in there, and like, you know, like stuff from your native lands, you feel me? So it's gonna make it you know. So
100%.
Like everybody gotta find their own style, that thing that make them stand out, that make them stand out from the white noise, you know? But
no, that's real. It's 100%.
Yeah, though, bro. But so tell me more about like, are you trying to sign with somebody, or are you saying this independent route being more the way to go, or like, or are you actively trying to find a manager to get you a deal and do all that type of stuff?
That's a great question. And again, right now, like really, like I basically do everything myself. So I don't have a manager. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I'm not gonna say that I don't need one, but it's like, I don't know. I definitely feel like if I'll be open to it, you know, if I kind of like found a manager. I'm not trying to get signed or anything like that. I'm really just trying to put music out at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really fun to me. Like I really am trying to like dive more into the fun aspect of it versus like the whole kind of trying to make a profit off of it or anything like that. Because really people don't even make money off of music. You know what I'm saying? And to your point earlier, it's like a very saturated market. it's difficult like doing all of that shit as like one person, you know what I mean? But like the whole like brand is me, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
so I'm really just trying to just have fun with it, you know what I mean? Just keep doing it and not even get too sort of caught up in like, because I've been like, the shit can get hectic, like, you know what I'm saying? The shit can get stressful, like, you
Definitely
know what I'm
can.
saying? You know,
It
I
definitely
see
can.
why they say artists be like depressed and shit, you know what I mean? Because it's like you start to put all this like, I don't know how to explain it. You start to put all this like ideas of what you kind of want it to be like, but you just gotta like let it just, you know what I'm saying, flow type shit. I feel like it's a good space to be in when you let it flow.
Right, right, right. I completely get that. But do you believe that you got what it takes to pop off?
Oh
Though?
yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, I do. That's like that's the goal at the end of the day. That's still the
Right,
goal. Let me probably clear that up. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
that's still
right.
definitely the goal. But it's like just chilling with it. You know what I mean? I feel like that stuff happens organically. You know what I mean? It's like I realize like it's either you get nowadays you can't even really you can probably still get signed to a 360. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there doing like
Right,
just all the clout, fucking
right,
chasing shit, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just trying to be me. You know
right,
what I mean?
right,
So
right. I
it's
feel that.
yeah, it's a
I feel
little
that. I feel that. You don't really hear that approach that much, but it's real though. It's like this shit, it could pop off. It might, but right now I'm just trying to enjoy it and, do it be a lot of folks, that's really in that mind state, but they be front like, yeah, man, I'm out here on the ground trying to get it every day. Like, my boy, really? Or you know what I mean? It's like,
no, for real. It is. It's kind of like a.
yeah, yeah.
I'm in it right now more for the art. I feel like all of what I want to do, all the stuff that I've done, even up to this point, I feel like is like I want to contribute something to music. I'm not trying to do anything that's like because I feel like it's a lot. The reason I got into it is like I really like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of different types of music out there, and it's you know what
Big
I'm
fact.
saying. I
Big
want to
fact.
just contribute something where it's like I'm adding something versus like just doing something that's already been done. There's like a million people doing a certain type. There's a million people making the type of music I make. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
But
right.
I'm trying to figure out how to like add something to it. Is what I'm saying. You know?
Big fact. That's good though. Like adding to the culture, not just trying to ride his coattails.
Right,
Like
right.
that's what a true artist does. He trying to break out of the box, not just live there and
A
get a
lot of
check.
the music that I have, I feel like is very different, especially my early music.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, even the stuff I'm about to drop this year, like, I really feel like I haven't really dropped music consistently. I dropped an album in like 2020,
Right.
and now I really want to drop a lot of music. A lot of the music that I have already like ready to go
Like
is gonna be very different. So I actually dropped another song, besides "Let You Down."
yeah, you drop Roll With Me.
Yeah, roll with
You
me.
dropped that one.
That
But in
was
2018, you dropped Now or Never. That was like an 8-track EP.
yeah. It was I think it was 6 on there. It was
It
6 on
was
there. Yeah,
6.
but I did drop that in 20. I had like yeah, it was 6 songs on there. And that was my first EP. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that's crazy. I didn't even know you went in Pete, but
I try and dig a little bit,
yeah,
what
no,
I mean?
that's
But
fire.
that was right after you
That was
got done
Texas
with Tech
State.
State, or you
Yeah,
were still there.
I was in Texas State, like about to graduate type shit.
That's
And
what's
that
up.
was literally I put out music, I did a video, I performed at some little like date auction they had, and like yeah, I was still there when I dropped it.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up, man.
I was
Did
still there when I
you
dropped it.
did you jump in the river?
Oh no, I didn't. I
Yeah, I
didn't.
didn't
I can't swim like that. I ain't gonna
You
lie. I'm
couldn't
not a
swim.
swimmer.
That shit
Nah.
is not deep, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just not a swimmer, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've never really known how to float like that. I can swim, like if I get in there, like I go
You ain't
from
have
one
to
end to
float,
the
bro.
other.
You would have been walking through that.
Okay, yeah, no, I probably could have then, but I just wasn't even trying to do all that. Niggas
Yeah,
was,
I wasn't trying to do it, man. I ain't even want to go to the ceremony. I was trying to just fuck up out of there, though.
really though. My fam came down. I had to, you know. It's like it's the whole
God
thing.
damn, man. That's what's up, though, bro. Like, you just going free flow with it, though. There's no, like, real game plan behind it, though.
Nah, don't get me wrong. Like I feel like really, I'm very attentive to the sort of the craft as like as far as the business of it, even like you know what I'm
So
saying.
you basically just trying to perfect your craft before you start trying
No. I'm even like currently like I'm actively like TikTok. I feel like it's just a free way of doing it. Like I really see how like people pop off in a sense with music, or like how you can like really gain an audience. You know what I mean? And it's really just by being like. I feel like I just want to be consistent. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm trying
That's
to
the
work
key.
on right.
I was just talking about that last night on the podcast.
Right.
Like, consistency is always gonna be the key.
I've
bro.
never been consistent, like as an artist. I mean, I wouldn't even be my own harshest critic here, but I feel like I can be more consistent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I can definitely be more consistent. Like I dropped an album in 2020, and then last year, 2021, I probably only dropped like 3 songs. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I want to drop a lot more. Like this year, I dropped 2 this past month. I want to drop like 2 a month. You know what I mean? And
For
like
sure,
really
for
show
sure.
like different sides and like a lot of different music. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like it's really like my run at like really taking it serious at the same time, but not trying to like cripple myself with this idea of like I got to do this and that. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like free flow with it a little bit.
Okay. I
Yeah.
fuck with the. What type of artists?
I'm definitely like looking to like, I don't want to say that I have it all figured out either. You know what I mean? Because it's really hard. Like I really like been through like a whole like thing about this, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like trying to even like let it, you know what I'm saying, flow, because I realize you can't even be that serious, you know what I'm saying, about it. It's like it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and you just gotta play your part, you know what I mean? So right now I'm in the stages of like just trying to grow like the business side of it, like build a team out and like all that kind of stuff.
What are you doing about actual visuals though?
Okay. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm trying to do is like build a team out to where I can even like work with people consistently on visuals and shit. You got a restroom I can use, bro? I ain't gonna lie, I got a piss. I've been drinking hella
bro, you
water.
should have said something forever ago. Hold on a sec. So, are you gonna do them for these 2 that you got out right now?
I don't know. Probably not, because like, so I'm like everything. Visuals are tough. Visuals are expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do a visual if it like goes up. Like you know what I'm saying? If like people really fuck with it, and it's like I have certain songs that I want to drop with visuals though, but probably not these two.
Right.
Probably not these two though. No.
Well, after we get off here, I'll talk to you though, or whatever. But like, I work in film too, so like that's like what I get paid for. Like, write, shoot stuff, and on the side I got my own,
Wait,
type of shit.
Are you recording right now? No, you're not even recording right now.
Nah, all this is recording, but that's what I was saying. I was going.
Okay, gotcha.
Talk to you.
Oh yeah,
no,
for sure. I'm definitely interested in that because
man.
Really, what I was getting to, I think, when we were recording, was that like I'm even in the process of like trying to build a team. You know what I mean?
Okay, right.
Like that really is my main focus right now because like I can't do it by myself. Like I've been doing it by myself for the whole time since I graduated Texas State. But it's like,
but that's where you find out if you really want this shit though, because like I've been doing this shit on my own for like the whole media shit, the writing, the doing ideas for skits and all that shit, shooting the skits, editing the show, getting the guest on the show, like everything.
Yeah.
I need water. I got to run out and go get them hoes. So I've been trying to put together me a team too, but I completely feel you, bro. You need a team. Like if you're trying to go far,
definitely,
you need the right team around you.
Definitely. It takes more than just yourself. You know what
I'm saying? You're gonna be able to get more done faster and more efficient.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because you all over the place, spread out, trying to do marketing, trying to do advertising, trying to do all these different things, record to shit, find your beat, do.
And that's why I was like early, it can get hectic as far as like trying to, you know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's probably why I have that experience with it, is because like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like in my circumstance, like a lot of people be making music. Like you see kids, they make music in high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just graduated college, everybody like I went through this whole thing trying to get your homies to like do it, and like everybody got their own lives, you know what I mean? Like especially at this point, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to really like do this correctly at this point.
Like the main thing is just trying to find somebody that believe in the vision, man.
Exactly.
But a lot of niggas not gonna believe in it until you show them the vision.
Exactly.
You know, so they really ain't gonna jump on until the train already moving. You feel me? Then
Mm.
they start coming. It's very weird that you get some friends.
That's even the end. That's the whole industry, though. Like
That is what it
in a
is.
nutshell, that
That's
is
the
exactly
game.
what it is. Yeah.
That's why when a lot of niggas do get on, they start getting all stuck up and snobby and shit and trying to be too cool for school because they got fronted on a lot on a come up before they got that one song that got the buzz. You know what I mean? And it's just a cycle that
It's
it
that's
keep going
exactly
on
what it
and on. You
is.
need to
That's
break,
literally
but
exactly what it is.
I just understand it though. Like now, folks starting to fuck with me now. You know what I mean? When I was just doing this for fun and hit my homeboys up to interview them and shit, like folks would come on, but I could tell they really wasn't taking me serious though. You know what I mean? So, but now like they take me serious because they see, you know, I'm out here actually doing events and doing different things and putting on, you know, shit and doing all this type of stuff. And they're like, okay, he really out here doing media shit. You know what I mean? Like my nigga, I went to school for this shit. Like I was just getting paid by somebody else. Now let me get these checks so we can feed the whole family. You feel me?
Real shit. Real shit.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be like that. But don't take that shit personal though, bro. You know?
Nah, I don't. I definitely don't. I feel like I at first it's very tough. I feel like a lot of artists probably might feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah. At this point, I don't even expect that at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate everybody who supports me. That's really where I focus my energy. It's like everybody who really fuck with me, I fuck with you even harder. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't really. I can't put nothing on somebody like, oh, you have to do this or that. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
Yeah, for
I gotta
sure.
just do my part.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's a good way to look at it too, though, man. That's a good way to look at it.
I feel like I've only like gotten to that point because I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I'm like, okay.
I feel that. Like, trust me, I got fronted on a bunch. I don't even be, but see me, the way I'm built though, bro, like, I really don't give a fuck what people think. You know what I mean? Like,
And you have to do that though.
I understand.
Every story that I've seen, like, you have to just kind of.
Like a long time ago, I learned that shit because, like I told you, I grew up in the church, right? I'm talking about we going 4 days out of the 7-day week. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like dad preaching, doing all this type of shit. But you was seeing in church how a lot of people had reputation in the community. But I knew what was really popping off behind closed doors because I was with all the ladies and shit at the barbecue and the picnics. They gossip. I knew everybody's business type shit. So like, I know this shit fake, bro. Like everybody out here putting on a show. I learned that at a very young age. So it's just like, I don't really care if you think you need to front of me or might think you cooler than me or something. In my head, I know you not, my nigga. Like, I feel like it ain't a female out here I can't get, feel me? If I really want to go and scoop or try and get it. Like, I truly feel like I'm that nigga. I've always felt like that. You know what I mean? It's probably from sports and shit. It made me a little cocky over the years, but it's also just like, I know what I bring to the table. You feel me? So, but that's all you got to do, man. Just stay in your lane. Know what you bring to the table. You know your price and keep out here grinding, but be consistent with this shit, though, man.
No, most definitely. That's my biggest focus right now, and it's like, really, I really feel like this year I really want to like. That's why all I want to do is put my head down and kind of like just kind of
grind that shit up.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
because I haven't really done that. You know what I'm saying? Like I did a little bit in the beginning when I first started, like 2018, and then I kind of was like, you know, foot off the gas a little bit. But now I'm like, okay,
right.
You know what I mean, it's like I done found a sound. I feel like I'm comfortable with it, like trying to make music and make songs. Like, you know, I have songs to drop, all of this type of stuff. So I really just want to like really, you know, get the whole train organized and get the shit moving. You know what I mean? All the different parts that I need.
Like, it was something I was reading not long ago or whatever, but they was basically saying, if you're not willing to go hard for 1 year and sacrifice something for one whole year, because a year could change your entire life. If you doing something for a year consistently every day, certain amount of hours every single day for a whole year, that should have changed your life. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're not willing to put something down and sacrifice for 1 year, then you really don't want that shit. So if you need studio time or you need some type of equipment or some shit, and you got a bitch ass job or something, but you know, you might be able to save this bread if you just stop going out, stop eating out. You live on $5 per day or whatever, some shit that's like $35 a week or some shit like that. And just for a whole year, just struggle, just grind, get your studio time, do what you got to do for a whole year consistently, and then see on the other side of that year how that shit, you know what I mean, like turn out.
No, facts. That's
So
big facts. Like, and that's really what I'm trying to do right now. It's like
it's just grind out this
facts.
whole 2022 season.
Basically, because I feel like I can't really let all of the shit that I did like up to this point go to waste. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
it becomes kind of like a either I'm gonna just do it for real or I'm gonna just bullshit with it. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to waste my own time. You know what I mean? So it's like I ain't got no choice. You know what I mean? At this point, that's really what it's come to. Type shit.
Yeah.
That's really what it's come to.
Yeah. I'm 100% feel that. A whole year grinding, huh? More visuals coming in and all that type shit.
More visuals for sure. Definitely need some more visuals though.
Gotta have the visuals.
Got the homies working with me on that though. So we gonna get some shit coming. We really got a lot of music though. That's one thing I want to be the most consistent about is definitely the music.
The music.
Visuals where I can, if I feel like if it's like a real good song, like a song that I want to push hard. If it's, you know what I mean? Like I've never even dropped a song with a visual, like to this day. You know what I mean?
Like visuals are super important though.
I usually will drop the song and then I'll do the visual after. But like I've never dropped like a brand new song
at the same time
with the visual. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, like the visuals, especially these days, 2022, bro. Like the visuals might be just as important as the song, bro. Like honestly, because that's how you gonna get like them eyes on you, because they want to see what you doing, what you look like, how creative you are, all that type of shit like that.
And that is very real. That is very real. But the crazy part about it is like on the independent tip, it's like the most difficult to pull off visuals. It just depends on if you have the right team, though.
But Chief Keef blew up on a cell phone video.
Facts.
With him and his niggas in a hot ass room.
Yeah.
Well, I know they was hot in that motherfucker, bro. And they went stupid off that hoe. You know what I mean?
That's big facts.
It's just all about the type of visual. It's one thing about visuals, though. You can shoot that bitch on anything and say that's just your style, as long as the audio in that bitch is crystal clear. And 100%. They can understand what you're saying and shit. Everything else can be interpreted.
People even like, I think of TikTok now, like, you know what I mean? Like TikTok is so crazy how it changed everything. Because niggas like, that's like a music video in a way. Like
it basically is.
You know what I mean? Like it's just something
it basically
to look
is a
at.
commercial.
Right. And that's why I'm like, it can be done, you know what I'm saying? On like
Definitely.
Just a solo, not really necessarily like solo tip, but like if it came down to it, like I have to leverage what tools.
I understand what you're saying, though.
What I mean? Like
it's a doper, more professional feel if you got the money in it and the actual cameras and the right equipment to shoot it. So
it don't even have to be crazy, but it just needs to be, you know what I'm saying? If it could be a little bit, right.
I feel that 100% because it's gonna represent who you are. That shit blew Chief Keef up, but he known for being, you know, like kind of shicey, grimy type. So that video fit that song and what he was doing. Yeah. I don't know if you could be in a love song on a motherfucking
right.
You know what I mean?
It just would be very different.
Sweating out there in a wife beater and shit.
That shit would be very different.
Yeah, very different. Like, man, nah, this nigga broke. He's singing to me like this.
Exactly. That's the type of shit you would get. But I definitely want to do some creative visuals though. The team is coming together. We got my boy, some of my partners really gonna help with like the creative direction and like, you know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna come out with a lot of this shit soon though.
Right.
It really is just more so like the actual like video piece, like, you know, but we just gonna kind of have to leverage what we have kind of thing, you know what I mean? But
big facts. All right, man. I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to it, man, and seeing what's popping. You know, if it's anything I can do to help, you know. But
we could definitely chop it up about that because I definitely need all the help I can get because, like I said, I can't do it myself.
Shit, for sure. I already know how it goes.
And man. I feel like Austin's already like on that vibe, you know.
As
far as like people like are really starting to like really like take it serious. It's like a creative lane, you know what I mean?
It's coming, bro. It's bubbling. Next 5 years, it's gonna be a wave.
Most definitely.
It's gonna be a wave. So you definitely got to get on the end on now, because after the floodgates break, bro, like it did it with Houston, it did it with Dallas. I don't know if it'll happen in San Antonio. It might. It could be some, you know, really.
San Antonio has its own thing too. I've been out there a few times. Like the scene out there is actually very cool too. Like
I just feel like Austin got to be next.
Right.
It's some things popping in El Paso. Got
The
some
thing
shit
is,
popping too,
like
though.
Austin has everything that it needs. If that makes
Everything,
sense,
bro.
you know what I mean?
Except the culture.
Right.
It don't got the culture to cultivate it. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't even want us having certain venues and shit to do events for hip hop and shit like that. It's hard. So
Right.
that's why I'm trying to buy my own shit, like the land on it and build my own shit or whatever. I got this whole idea for it that I'm gonna do within the next 5 years. It's gonna pop off. I just need the right person to sell me some land. They don't want to let me in that bitch, but I'm gonna break in this motherfucker, bro.
Nah, I feel it.
I'm coming for this shit, bro.
I feel
I'm
it.
coming for
I
real.
fucks with it because that's really all it takes. You know what I'm saying? It's like just the whole idea, the strategy behind it. But yeah, I'm definitely just like looking forward to dropping like
Oh yeah, for sure,
there's
man. We
more.
definitely gonna chop it up
Yeah, no, for
and get
sure.
it popping, man. But
Got the IG live going, but I'm about to hop
I
on
see
this
you
one.
over here on the live and shit, man. Oh, I want to jump into some off the wall topics though, man.
Okay.
How are you with like events with current events? Are you staying on topic and stuff? Does current events ever affect your music and shit like that? Does it ever like, I guess, fall into your music some type of way in the pot?
I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to think. I feel like it might.
Cause there's a lot of shit going on.
Right, but a lot of like, to be real with you, I don't think it has yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because a lot of the music that I drop is music that I've probably recorded who knows when. You know what I mean? Like I've been trying to record music for a couple years now, and a lot of the music that I dropped, I guess, prior was like recorded like probably 2 years before it even dropped, especially in 2020. So some of the stuff that I'm dropping now is from like last year. Like, you know what I mean? Like
right.
Roll With Me, I made like when I went to Mexico last year with my roommate. We all went to Mexico for his birthday. That's why I talk about like Mexico so much on there. So, you know what I'm saying? As far as current events, I feel like it would fall in there, but it's like it's usually a lapse, you know what I mean?
So you ain't
be
got
like,
no COVID bars. You ain't got
I don't think I got no COVID
You ain't
bars.
got no COVID bars?
Not out yet, at least.
Yeah, that's
Actually, I kind of do. I was talking about like unemployment and like PPP and like when niggas was like doing like.
There was a lot of niggas out here getting the PPP.
right.
It was out
I
here
talked about that.
Hoes,
I definitely
bro.
talked about that. I got a song dropping where I talked about that. That's probably actually the next one I'm gonna drop.
That shit was a whole wave though.
Right.
Out here, really out here. It's like y'all niggas going to jail.
PPP, but I know niggas ain't seeing me.
I was like,
niggas ain't go to jail. Shit, I should have hit the 10K. I ain't seen nobody go to jail. I ain't seen no money that they asked for. I ain't seen none of that. So
I seen a few of them do it without getting caught up either.
I feel like there's some way that you can get like forgiveness or something with that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't really.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of hate I missed out on that shit, though. So I could have used a little 10 racks.
I seen this TikTok. I don't know if you ever seen like the one with the Bunny Long sound. It's like, I wish I had a time machine.
I ain't seen that.
Oh damn! It was like it's like a challenge basically, and it's like I wish I had a time machine, but somebody was like, I wish I had a time machine to back when everybody was hitting the PvP load because they wish they could have did it. I was like, man,
I so wish I was there. I just didn't trust the niggas that was doing it. It's like, nah, my nigga. I know what you do on a daily basis.
Niggas say they got the method.
No, my nigga, you was not an accountant, bro. You was not an accountant.
Trying to fry my shit.
I got too much shit going on to get caught up in some fraud or some shit, bro. I ain't going back to jail, nigga. But yeah, though, bro, that's what's up, man. But you got to be paying attention to all the shit that's going on in the world, though, right?
I definitely do. No, I definitely do.
It's a lot of shit happening,
crazy
bro.
Time, bro.
It's a lot of material, you know what I mean, to go either way with it. But it's a crazy fucking time, bro. What do you think about COVID, though?
COVID? I'm like a halfway conspiracy theorist. I think that shit.
Bro, I'm all the way conspiracy theorist. Don't even. I'm telling you, if you don't want to go down that rabbit hole, don't open that door.
Nah, we don't even got to. But I think it's like I definitely think it's like some man-made shit. Like it's just some shit that
it's definitely man-made.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem you know what I mean? I've never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? The way at least it like mutates and like they can't even get it under control.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like some man-made shit. But I mean, that's what science has come down to at this point. You know, niggas been doing that. They've been like genetically modified. I'm a bio major, you know what I'm saying? It's like that shit is very easy to do. I can't do it, but like they've been doing that shit for however the fuck long.
It's easy to make.
I wouldn't say it's easy to make, but just the
Not
ideas
easy
right.
for our regular brains. But I'm talking about for somebody in your field that's actually studied that shit for years.
Yeah, I'm sure like they can think of some crazy shit and just put random shit together that'll end up creating some, you know what I mean? That's probably how it came together. And they're like, oh, this one's just gonna keep spreading. They probably watch it in a little fucking cell and it's like a little what you call it, petri dish.
Right.
I don't know. But that shit is really crazy though, as far as like how
Yeah, I was reading about this you know, all the stuff that's in our foods and shit like that. Like all the pesticides and stuff.
Yep.
That was the stuff they used in the gas chambers during doing all this shit with the Nazis and shit like that. It was stuff that's used in the gas chambers after that war and shit was over.
What?
World War II.
Yeah.
The Americans got the scientists or whatever who were working under Hitler and made all that shit or whatever, got them and brought them over here. They took that gas, dumbed it down a little bit to kill like pests and rodents and shit like that. And that's the shit that be spraying over our stuff, over our food and shit like
that's
that.
That's interesting. I hope that's not the case. I hope that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that's not the case.
You can hope all you want, but
I know they definitely put some shit on it, but I'm hoping that's not what they're doing.
Here, my boy.
I'm hoping. Yeah, but no, that's definitely a thing. Because even coming from like Africa out here, like the fruit is like different, like the way that fruit tastes and like, you know what I'm saying. And I'm like, why would it be different? It's the same fruit, but it just is a different like.
It's definitely different, man. They fucking like that's it. All that stuff that caused the cancer, like why cancer shot up. You never even used to hear about cancer that much. Like, well, not in my lifetime, but like in the 30s and 20s and shit. It was like a rare thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it might have existed, possibly.
It definitely existed.
I feel like it probably
on the level that it's on today.
I think it's really because of like technology and like the advancement of like all of that. It's just like more broadcasted. You know what I'm saying? Like people probably had it, but nobody really know.
Right. I can't. Man, I go down the whole fucking rabbit hole right now, man. I don't want to do that with you. I ain't even gonna do that to you, bro. I'm not gonna do it to you. But if I was drinking and smoking, y'all know how I get on this motherfucker. Man. You ain't gotta even act like y'all don't right now. But shit, man. What's next for you though?
Really just putting out more music, man. It's really like I'm trying to be consistent. Like I really want to sort of grow a community of people who like fuck with my music. You know, I feel like shout out to everybody who probably watching this shit. Because if you're watching this, you obviously fuck with my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, or shout out to everybody from Raw Brilliance.
You know, I got a couple
type shit. Yeah, no, most definitely.
I got a couple of them.
But most likely they tuned in to what we have going on. You know what I'm saying? For them to be really watching it, at least getting probably this granular. You know what I'm saying? So I always appreciate those people. I definitely want to just kind of expand on that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I got to give people content. It's a lot of people that believe in me. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the people who I might have wanted to do this and that and the third, you know, but it's a lot of people out there who also do, you know what I'm saying? And that's actually what Let You Down is about. It's like not letting those people down because it's like there's a ton of people out there that's like posting my shit like 24/7, like tagging me and shit, you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit people sending, you know what I mean? So, and it's not my saying, you know what I mean? But I just really like, I can't just not take it serious, you know what I'm saying? When these people didn't put, you know what I'm saying, real love into that shit kind of in a way. So yeah, I'm like, fuck it. I really have no expectations. Just feed those people good music. Y'all make sure y'all keep sharing that shit. Love y'all. And we gonna run it up, man. For real.
That right there is it should be though, man. Like
I want to do an NFT. Like that would be some cool shit. Like
NFTs are being that's where I wanted to go with this when I was asking you about, you know, like it don't matter, but NFTs in the future of this shit, where music is going, like that's the question I was trying to get to a while ago when I asked whatever I had asked. I forgot what I had asked, but that's what I was trying to get into, like the future of this shit, like marketing and putting out your shit in this changing world. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah. Are you trying to get to stand out from the crowd? And NFTs, that's new, that's different. You know what I mean? It's something new to
It definitely is, and I want to definitely tap into that because I'll answer your second question. But as far as NFTs, I definitely want to tap into that because I want to reward people who kind of like support me. Right? It's kind of like people out there basically believe in me. The people who share my shit the hardest, or whatever the case might be.
Right, right.
I want whoever wants to like basically buy it, like to buy it. You know what I mean? And I don't know how it works. I'm thinking I'm gonna probably like either put it up for like auction type thing, and I really got to really flesh it out a little bit more, but I definitely want to at least give him like access to like either like upcoming merch or upcoming merch, just different sort of benefits, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, that would be dope. Just because I think the idea is like if you would get it in the early stage, like before, we really go up, then it's like a stock, you know what I'm saying? It's like getting a stock of like Apple or some shit. It's like getting a stock of your favorite artist
Right.
type shit, and that's just gonna be worth a lot more.
Yeah, I've been trying to get more
Get
into
your
all that
asset.
shit though.
Yeah.
Like into NFTs and the whole Bitcoin world and the new fucking metaverse. You can buy land in that bitch and
Yeah.
all types of shit, bro. So I've been trying to, because I was saying this earlier though, but we hit a economic shift, bro.
Yeah.
It's like the way we spend money, the way we buy things, everything changed with this pandemic. And how I was saying, I am a conspiracy theory type of dude, but not even a conspiracy theorist dude. It's just I look at the signs and I look at the facts.
Okay.
These are facts, bro. We coming off a pandemic, right? About a virus that's man-made. That's facts.
Yeah.
Okay. Distributed, everybody in the house on shutdown and shit. It's been like 3 years now, 2.5, something like that. It's coming up on 3.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the house, shopping online, spending money online, getting more used to the metaverse. Mm-hmm. They start dropping this shit and telling us that they're going to be moving into the metaverse and all that shit during the pandemic. Slowly massaging us, getting us ready for this shit. They getting us ready for something big. They getting us in training for something big. Most of the American population and the world population is going to be smart enough or don't read enough to even pick up on this shit. They just think it's everyday life. It's a little different right now, but shit going to go back. It's never going back. We only going forward with whatever plan they made 5-10 years ago for this shit to take place right now. You feel me?
I mean, I really couldn't say. But I see your point. That is a good point because I don't see why go back. I feel like really COVID brought awareness to the fact that like some shit like that can exist. So you have to rethink the way you work. You have to rethink the way you go to events, like sporting events or concerts and like anything all of that kind like of stuff. Bro. You know what I mean? So it's like
watch movies,
right?
The way you have sex, everything is gonna change, bro. You can grab shit and actually feel it now in the metaverse. Like how I feel in here, it'll feel out there. You know what that's gonna do, bro? Yeah, for the porn industry, it's gonna get all them people over there from porn into the metaverse. You know how many people watch porn, bro? That shit is $1 trillion industry, bro.
I was about to say, I know they make some
that's
money
basically everybody almost going off in that bitch just for that. Crazy. Then to go shop, then to watch sporting events, then to watch concert. Adele and Drake and them all gonna go inside the metaverse and perform shit. They could do that shit from their homes. You feel me? It's like everything's gonna be everywhere. You in the house, in the metaverse, while they out here really making moves, whether they drilling into the earth or
they
doing some type of shit. They definitely
did like ease it in though. They definitely eased it in. It's crazy how they did it. Like I don't even want to get into it.
It's always like that, bro. I'm telling you, dog. I'll get into this shit like on a whole different wormhole shit, bro. I read a lot, dog.
It's like I'm on TikTok. I be trying to use TikTok as like that was the answer to your second question as far as like how I want to like market myself. I be using TikTok trying to like that's what I've seen like how it's everything's transitioned to TikTok in reality. Like, let's just call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is it right now as far as like trying to find any organic engagement to blow like a good piece of content up. You know what I mean? Like that's your only hope, really. You know what I'm saying? Without spending thousands of dollars on ads and like that kind of shit. And I've done the ads. Like I've spent a lot of money on music up to this point, just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Trying to learn like different avenues to like do all of that marketing shit. But it's like at this point, it's like I don't even really want to spend my money on that. Like you
I
don't
feel
really
that.
get a
I feel
return
that.
on music. Streaming money is nothing.
Well, like on you talking about like on TikTok and
I was gonna get to TikTok here in a second, but I was talking about as far as like even just running ads on like YouTube or like
nah,
Facebook.
man, don't
Like
do that
I've
shit.
tried that stuff and it's cool. It does like it works. Like it's an important part of like marketing as an artist, and it's crazy because there's all these different aspects of it. But
I heard
that,
it's not a good look. Like it's not really
yeah,
what you think it is.
it's not. It's definitely not. That was where I was going with it. Is that it's absolutely not what you think it is because it's not worth it. Like once you start spending your money on it, it's not worth it at all. You know what I mean? So that's why I really want to focus on free platforms like TikTok to where you can just have like organically good content. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to focus on. It's just like having good content and like having organic shit that people can engage with and fuck with. And that's your only hope. You know what I'm saying? Because TikTok is the only place right now. Like Instagram, no matter how good your content is, if you're not already popping on there, you can't post it and think it's gonna go viral. Like,
Big facts.
right? You know what I'm
But
saying?
those are the biggest play. YouTube and Instagram are the real money makers when it comes to social media.
Yeah.
Like those are the two biggest platforms to actually make real bread. TikTok can get you popping though.
Right. But you can't
Like
really,
so but if you can transfer that base over to one of those two platforms, that's how you get the bread. Or you bring them to your own like platform. So I'm more on that wave now where I got my website and everything. So I'm trying to drive all the traffic through my website and through my platform. So that way it's no middleman. I don't want to share my revenue with people that's not helping me produce content.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, but I got to spend more on my websites though. Like that shit ain't free to have your videos because I'm shooting films and stuff now, right? But I want to put them out. I don't even care about going. I could go sell a script to Netflix or something like that. I know I could, like, I know they'll take it or you know what I mean, in promotion or whatever, do all that shit. But I'm trying to go that Tyler Perry route, bro. Like, not even that he probably didn't want to go that route at first. He was probably forced to take that route.
Right.
But now that he took it, I bet you I guarantee you he feel like that was the best thing that ever could have happened to him.
Of his art,
owning everything. Now he a billionaire. He got the one of the biggest studios on the planet when it comes to this movie and television production shit. Like, and it's a black-owned studio. It got motherfucking like, I don't know if you ever been to a studio.
I've never.
But if you go to Atlanta, it's like outside of Atlanta, bro. You go to that home and take a tour of that bitch. I promise it's gonna give you goosebumps, bro. Like just seeing that bitch, like even the hall of the name, that's like it's an Oprah Winfrey set, it's a Denzel Washington set. Like they named after art greats, you know what I mean? Like that's that shit I want. So I'm trying to drive all the content to my platforms.
No, I love that. Honestly, that's a whole different industry or like a different lane. Like as far as like creativity, you know what I mean? My homie like is really into film and like he damn near gave up on it and I damn near want to like connect y'all because like he was like really into it. Like he like showed me all his like scripts.
Man, bring him over.
Shit.
Like I'm trying to build a team, bro, to do this shit daily, dog. Like I'm trying to be out with my camera producing some type of new content, skits or something every single day. I got all the equipment in the world, bro. Like I saved up my money, made the right investments so I can afford this shit now. You feel me? So it's like, but I need people to come to work with me.
Right.
But I'm not just gonna be out here doing stupid shit, just anything. I want to produce quality content. And I know it's a bunch of dope like people of color out there, black people that's like really can, you know, I got my ideas too, but I wanna give us like, I wanna give a shine. I think we could put a power team
There's most definitely
together.
like a avenue for that out here too. Like I know people like my a couple homies like they're into like acting and like they direct
and
movies.
Austin is
like,
huge for it.
Right.
It's huge for it.
Yeah,
like
no, so I definitely
all the big movie theaters are moving either to not movie theaters, but movie studios and shit, or even moving to Austin, New Orleans, or Florida, because it's just cheaper to film than in Cali now.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people like to come to Austin. That's where like Austin is gonna be like the new movie/tech world place. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. They already calling it that. Like,
it's just cheaper now, you know. But all the development and shit, I don't know. I'm trying to get my shit in now because I know this shit gonna boom in the next 10 years, and I gotta be in on that wave of getting that bread and first check. So my checks are solidified when that time get here.
Yeah.
I'm already a household like down
Right,
here, a
right.
motherfucking stable. Because I know the cost of living is gonna be. It's all about have and have nots, bro. Make sure you have, dog.
No, for real. The cost of living is already insane right now.
It's insane, dog.
Yeah,
This shit is insane.
It's
If
really
you ain't
crazy.
making bread, then it's hard. Even if you making bread, you
Right.
like, I really don't even want to live in this spot and pay all this fucking money,
Right.
but you ain't got no choice type shit. It's like,
Really though, it really shot up crazy.
bro, I'm talking about, I remember it was spots when I was an undergrad, bro. Like, and I was staying on Riverside going to ACC, right?
Yeah.
And the housing and shit was over there, like student housing and shit. You paying like $400 all bills paid, bro. Of course, you had roommates and shit,
Right.
but y'all had your own bathrooms or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
$400, my nigga, all bills paid. You ain't seeing that no more, dog.
No, not at all.
A one bedroom for like $750.
Not even,
bro.
That's a dream come true.
The good days, dog.
Right, literally,
Man,
that's
dog.
crazy.
If I had that and I was making the money I make now, bro, I'd be balling right now. God damn.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's very real because
damn.
Yeah, no, that's really.
This shit crazy.
I was living with roommates up until right now. Like I just moved in by myself the first time. Like,
first time?
It's very different.
It's a good feeling though.
It's cool, but it's different. It's like,
bro,
damn, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I was cool saving some money. I you know what I mean? Like,
I understand what you're saying though, but one day you're gonna come home.
Yeah. No, definitely. I definitely
like
love it.
fuck, you know what I mean? Just walk around your house butt ass naked. Nigga, I love living.
I most definitely love living by myself. That's just very cool.
As soon as I got my own spot, I never looked back. I was like, I can't do that roommate shit no more.
No way. But it's like
it do have its benefits
money,
though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was literally paying $500 like up until last year, like literally for rent. Like that shit was lovely.
I ain't seen them days in about 5 summers, bro.
Yeah. So
damn,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like,
that was a good time though. Nigga always had a little money in his pocket and shit. Now I got mortgages and shit, dog. Man, this grown-up life ain't where it's at, bro. I don't have kids. Goddamn, I just had my first daughter though.
Okay.
But
that's dope.
Yeah, like it's lit, but it's expensive. I had to find a house, had to do all types of shit, man. But it's worth it though. It's worth it though.
Yeah, because I'm sure you probably feel. I can't imagine what that feeling is like. You built something right there,
bro.
You know
I be looking at her sometimes, bro, and getting all emotional. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with me, dog? Like, god damn, man. Like, get your little cute ass all away from me, goddamn. Go over there.
That shit funny.
Yeah, though, man. But
I can't have kids no time soon, no. Not me.
But so where can the folks go find you at, my brother?
Who is Jidé? Who is Jidé on all platforms? Who is JIDE? If you just search that up, search it on Google, search it wherever.
On all platforms.
Find me, whoisjidé.com. That's the easiest way to get to me. Subscribe to the newsletter, man. Stay tapped in. We got a lot of music coming, visuals. You know what I mean?
Everything coming. Everything on the way, man. Well, hey, it's what we gonna get ready to do, man. I appreciate you stopping by and fucking with us over here.
Nah, it's love,
man,
bro.
You know
most
what I mean?
Most definitely.
You stop by the shop. We ain't gonna never forget this. You know, you always got a home at the shop, my boy. You can come in, get a chop up, whatever, interviews, whatever you need, boy. This that one shop. We got suits over there and shit. I fuck with nothing but Africans, bro. Boy, we got everything.
I'm dead.
I
see it though. I might have to really come get the answer though.
Hey, for sure.
Shit was fresh.
For sure.
You look like you might be doing something.
Oh, tough, man. But I appreciate you, my boy. Shit, all we got left now to do is a little drop.
Okay.
Take a little picture. And then shit, we good to go. But my boy, I appreciate you, my boy.
Sure, man. I appreciate you having me, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any last message you want to give to people though? Anything that they need to know about you that I might not have covered? I might have missed. I know I'll be jumping around on the interviews and shit.
This was dope. It was a good conversation. I feel like that's really it. You know what I'm saying? It's really just the fact that the main purpose of me even really doing it is just to also just spread awareness of like the fact that I'm here. You know what I mean? Because like I just want people to know, like I want to be heard. You know what I mean? As
You
far
want
as
to
the
be
music,
heard.
so
Don't
it's
we
like,
all, my brother?
yeah,
Don't we
yeah.
all? And that's where it's at, man. We just want to be heard. And we're going to leave
sir.
that on that, man. It's your boy, Mansa J. You already know where to reach us at www.rawbrilliancemedia.com. Mansa_JK on everything. Raw Brilliance Media on everything. Follow us, subscribe, support. Appreciate y'all. Blessings. We out. One.
Sir.
Oh.